Hello, hello, hello. Okay, good. First of all, I'm wearing all this get up here because it's cold here. So, um, that's why. And I did shave a little bit. I didn't shave, but I did cut. I actually had a beard like growing out, but it doesn't matter. I'm just because in videos, and I have a in my last videos, I have shown a little bit, like I did actually shave. Not that that matters, but again, one more thing I have to say is I do have a little bit of cold right now that's building up because it is I live by Chicago and it's cold here. So as we all know, your body temperature goes down and your sinuses go up a little bit. At least mine do. Um, but anyway, that's a little bit about me, what's happening right now. And I haven't been live in quite some time. Because I've had personal issues, like for example, I'm 52, and I had my appendix. I had pain in that area, and I had to have surgery in my appendix to get it taken out, which was crazy, right? I didn't expect that. But anyway, the point of this live stream is to talk about I thought about this, to talk about strangers, like when good parents talk to kids or whoever, like kids, like who are, anywhere, yeah, when they start school or when they go out in public. It's usually school, and parents, it starts there, right? When parents say, don't don't speak to strangers, right? And that is a beautiful thing. Um, and the reason I mention this, and it's kind of crazy, I know it seems kind of weird, right, for me to even say this, but or even make this as a topic, because I'll go in further to other topics, but I want to make this a point because, like me, I'm 52, right? I'm an adult, and as you're a kid and you know that, and you learn it if you have good parents, which is a totally another subject that can conform to the same thing. And strangers, like, you don't know where they came from. You don't know like what their objective is, what they're trying to do to you, or if they're trying to do anything to you, um and all that. And I guess what the reason, eh, I'm trying to make that point is because as adults, it does I mean, kids are the most vulnerable uh people on this earth, on this place that we live in, that go through that sort of scenario where kids get kidnapped, and kids are like kids trust every stranger or adult, and they're just trying to figure out this world, this place that we live in, or they're even their own parents, and what their parents are trying to, if they even have parents, right? Because we know, um, when kids, there's so many platforms that kids can go through, like foster care, um, abusive things that happen in a relationship, and then kids get caused into it, and then all that. So a lot of it, see, I'm trying to make a point here because a lot of people that are that know these kind of things, that I have to go through like a documentary about this. I don't hopefully I don't have to, because I can. Um and I watch like I've watched so many documentaries about you know kids getting kidnapped and sexually abused and things like that. And then there's men and women that get sexually and uh abused and all that. So hopefully I don't have to really go into that too much. Um, but the point I'm trying to make is that strangers, right? So, and I'm gonna get into this right now with that. I just wanted to make a little introduction to that. And it's small compared to people that have actually gone through this, kids that have actually gone through this, women, men, boys, girls, whoever who have gone through this. So strangers, right? Who are strangers, right? That's the number one question you should ask. Who is this person? And thankfully, the great thing about what I can do is I can I have my common sense, right? Um, like when you're taught as a kid, is say run, right? If you don't know this stranger, run and go to a safe place, right? You can do that as an adult as well. Okay. And the way you do it is just disengage, meaning you don't necessarily have to, you can understand where you can end the conversation at some point by just saying, oh, I have to go to the bathroom, or um, just distract the person for a bit when you feel like something is strange, right? I know this is a childish kind of conversation in a way, but in a way, a lot of people don't. I'm sorry to say this, but people don't see it. And you know what? I guess um I thought of something right now. I like scary movies, right? That's one thing I do. I like scary movies. And one of the things that I don't like about I know it's entertainment and I know it's funny, right? Or to me it's funny, but it is scary sometimes. And that's why I watch it. But when I watch a scary movie and then somebody hears a strange noise, and they go look for the strange noise or whatever it is, I say run. Run, hide, go somewhere, get out, go out of the window, go out the back door, whatever. And they go find that stranger that's in their house or in their apartment or in their room. They want to find out. And that's see, even adults have that problem. So I had to get that out there, because even though it's common sense, a lot of people don't do that. A lot, and kids are the most vulnerable uh human beings, in this place that we live in. So, and I'm only one person, so uh I'm smiling because it's just I just don't understand how people don't get it. That first of all, you have to protect their children. Second of all, as adults, you have to protect yourselves. Um, And, maybe it's me watching all these crime movies and things like that, and where um, men murder their wives or whoever, and then women murder their husbands and their kids, and it's just crazy, man. And and that's hopefully that's just a small percentage, which it is. It is. I don't know the math on that, but uh, it's amazing. So, um, another thing I want to talk about with this subject is, um, and I'm not trying to make people like weird out about the people that they love or anything like that. Uh, but like cheating and things like that, and there's some, like, for example, I guess I'm talking about myself mostly because I've been cheated on once that I know of because somebody told me that, oh, she caught him with, or she saw him with someone else and all that, and it's cool, or it's cool now, but I did, I got emotional and everything. uh Sorry, I'm getting like I think I'm getting sick. um so okay, first of all, well, second of all, I know I'm not alone. Okay, so I'm not telling anyone to be paranoid. I'm just saying, um like, for me, this is the way I speak to people, or I can speak Spanish. Most people know, or a lot of people that sub my channel know that I speak Spanish. My name is Ricardo, so I can, it's easy for me to roll the R, right? Ricardo Montalvo, that's my real name. Um, and uh, and the cool thing about the way I think, I guess I want to say, is that I don't judge people like right away. I don't judge anyone, okay, unless they come at me like aggressively verbally. Then I'm like, whoa. Then I know how to say back up a little bit, whether it's in Spanish or in English, right? So be careful. Like, if you know someone, if you've known them for like 20 years, 5 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever you feel the trust, right, becomes, and you can physically see them all the time, right? Or not all the time, but you create like these retro uh, uh environments that you can meet and all that. It's cool, right? And that's really important. So I think hopefully that's just basic. But I want to go ahead and change the subject. In fact, I might create another live stream. I'm not sure. Somebody joined earlier and I didn't see them, or somebody heard. I don't see anybody joining this. YouTube is telling me I'm 14 minutes in, and I know I've ranted on about this, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about truth. Now, there is a connection with strangers and truth. Now, um, one thing is actually I'm gonna end this live stream and then start another one with this one, with this new concept here.